Maad Sick Reggaeville.
You might know this man as the infamous killer from Business Signal's Stay So video, or the cruel host of Vybz Kartel's Real Youth, or also from the desperate man in Exco Levi Siren. And I have the great pleasure to welcome this amazing actor right here with me, Zbek. How are you this morning? Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, it is such a pleasure to have the man that we never hear speak in any of those videos finally here, and also laughing because we hardly see you laugh. So yeah, thanks for making your way. As I said, we know you from several productions. Apart from that, you've also done films such as Flight that we're going to talk about. But how did you get into this business in the first place, into the acting?
Well, it started out in high school because I used to enter like the JCDC Speech and Drama Film Festival, and like after school I was like, this is my passion, like this is what I want to do, this is my love, this is my livelihood. So because I live in Clarendon, that's the country, I rarely get opportunities that has anything to do with film or acting in general. So I was in Kingston networking, and that's when I came across Damien Gayle, and he was like, okay, let me see what you have, and he gave me a role in the Exco Levi's video Siren, and I was the lead actor. And from then he was impressed, and then he called me again. I was like, yo, I have something else for you. And that's when I got really out with Vybz Kartel. And then he was like, let me try out again. So he called me up again for Stay So, and then from Stay So is like everything just Stay So since. Yeah.
Tell me, how did you first meet Damien Gayle, the director? Because I do know his part of the story, which I find very funny. So I would like to hear from you, your side.
Okay, so the guy who I shot in the Stacey video, TV boss, Janai TV boss, I used to reach out to him because I used to see him a lot in music videos and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, we can't get some work for running pan. And he was like, yo, Damien Gayle are the boss. He might shoot the bad video them boy. Yeah. So he gave me his number, and I called up Damien Gayle and say, hey, I got your number from TV boss, and if you're shooting anything, I'm an actor, so just reach out to me. Him say yes. So it's like at least 2 times a week I used to call him. Yeah, like I was very annoying, and at one point he was like, yo brother, here I go on. Me have credit on my phone too, you know, so give me a chance for calling. Let me use some of my credit too. Like I was like a nuisance in this man's life. Like me, I stress him out. Like even the other day we were talking about it, and I say, yo, you know, say, me I get ready for block you. And then when he finally, like, he hit me up one day, and I was like, yo, send me some picture, because he never knew how I looked. So I sent him some pictures of me. And matter of fact, when the message came in from him, I looked at my phone like, and I was like, yo, I have to message you boss, you know, because I'm going to shoot the bad video them. I'm just like, wait, and no response. And he was like, yo. Then he called, and I was like, okay, I'm going to send you one long voice message with the detail of the music video. He did that, I listened, I was like, okay, I went on set, and he was like, okay, sit down right here, so. And he pointed the camera at me. I was like, yo, give me the expression now, like you just jump over the wall and I run from the police. Then when I gave him that expression, he was like, yo. And after that shoot, he took me to the side and he was like, yo, no disrespect, you know, but I never see your work before, so me can't just assume say you can't act. But don't worry yourself. You see, as of now, I not put you in a regular video. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to put you in a music video. Movie more and put you in a. And he kept his word, because he was like, yo, I'm going to put you in a video with someone. So I'm going to put you in this project. And he's still doing that up until this day. So, and even now we would make fun about like how we met and all of that. But trust me, like I was stressing that man phones out. Yeah.
But that's exactly what I heard from him as well, and that he was really, not just him alone, the whole crew were blown away the moment you started the acting.
Because I'm very passionate about acting, like I love it. Method acting is my thing, so like, you know, that's naturalism and realism, so I always try to bring a character to life, like make sure that character is believable, and that's what I did. And from then he was like, yo, me not stop work with you, like you have something where and a Jamaica alone for see. Like the whole world need to see you, so like we just kept working and we're still working.
You mentioned method acting. You dropped some specific words already. Did you actually go to acting school, or from JCDC and those times? Did you just practice, or you watch online? How do you go about your career in terms of the professionalism?
I read a lot. I read a lot of books. Not gonna tell you the books that I read. And I went to Center Stage. That's where I met Trevor Nairn. Like, he taught me about method acting. He was like, listen, I'm used to Zbek, so I don't want to see Zbek on set. I want to see the character that you're playing. If you're playing John or Paul or whatever, that's the person I want to see. Like, that's how you walk. That's not how the character walks. Like, that's how you talk. That's not how the character talks. So when you come here, just leave yourself at home and come here as the character. So whenever I was at Center Stage, it was all about characterization, internalization, script analysis, and all of that. So those practices, plus, you know, stuff what I do in the field, and I would go on the road sometime and study characters. Like, okay, he walks like that. So I got this acronym from him, Trevor Nairn, PIMS. The physical, the intellectual, the moral, the psychological, and the social of the character. So once you break down all of that, you create you have a character right there, and I consider myself a hacker, not an actor, because a hacker, like, they hack into things. So once I get that skeleton of the character, I hack into that, give it flesh, give it life, and it's no longer fictional.
So you mentioned you would go on set and leave your personality, Zbek, behind.
Yeah.
But tell me about Zbek. Who is that, and what are you about when the camera is off?
Well, Zbek is a very shy person, to be honest. Like, and that's why I love acting, because when I'm acting, I'm not being myself. I'm somebody else. So people are like, but you're in front of the camera. Why are you shy? Like, I'm not in front of the camera. The character is in front of the camera. I'm a real shy person. I love poetry. I love country. I love the beach. I love farming. I love to be by myself, because when I'm by myself, the inspiration flow and I can think. I'm an overthinker. I love hip hop music. I love to cook, but I rarely do that. I'm really a laid back person. I'm alone. I keep to myself. I rarely have any friends. Like, my circle is so small, you can't find the circumference.
So, as far as I met you now, you're laughing a lot. You seem like a very positive person. When you look at the characters that you played in most of the videos, they're very cruel and very serious face.
Like, you're not your character.
So, are you sometimes feel like, oh, I don't want to be put in that corner, though, even though many of my roles are that type of person, where the cruel, negative, or serious type of person, or you don't feel put in that?
I don't feel like I'm a typecast, and I don't feel categorized, because what happens is, if I'm supposed to play a gangster and it's like a featured movie, you see how that gangster grow. So when it starts, you're not going to see a gangster being a gangster. You're going to see a normal person. Then he probably like meet a female, he falls in love, so you see that soft emotional side of him. Then later he probably loses that female, then he gets angry, and then he probably get her back. Then later it's like a normal person. So I go through various emotions as a gangster, so you get various sides of me as I grow as a character. So I don't have a problem playing a gangster role. I have a problem playing a gangster role just being a flat character. Like, when it's just blonde, that's not me.
And speaking of movies, because apart from the music videos that we mentioned already, you had a huge success last year with The Flight, a short film awarded with many awards. Tell me, how did this project come about? How did you get involved into this? And tell, for those that haven't gotten the chance to see it as yet, because for instance in Europe we didn't, tell us a bit about the whole project.
Okay, so Flight is written and directed by Kia Moses and assistant director Adrian McDonald. It was one of the JAFTA's propellers for 2018, I think. So when I auditioned, matter of fact, I went to a table read, and before that table read, I DM'd the director Kia, and I was like, I'm the man for that movie that you're about to shoot. And she was like, okay, well, we're looking for somebody, but just come to the audition. And when I went to the audition, like, I was like, Kia, I'm Zbek. He's like, oh, but you look different in person. So when I went there, it's like, I have this ringtone on my phone. Jessie Reyes, she's like, I want to be a great one. That's how my phone rings. So she was like, stand there, let me get the camera ready. And I was waiting, then my phone rang. And you hear, I want to be a great one. And everybody in the room was completely silent. And she was like, okay. So
This
when,
one is ambitious.
yeah, so when I delivered that line, after I delivered that line, it was complete silence. Everyone was wowed. Then we went to the table read, and I was like, Kia, please, let me get this role. She was like, it's yours. Like, really? Yeah, it's yours. So when I went on set, I did what I had to do. And then a couple months later, 20 years later, we racked up awards in France at the Cannes Film Festival, Diverse, Grenada, Atlanta. I was at the American Black Film Festival last year. I met Samuel Jackson, Megan Good. That was a very good experience for me. I networked and I met Victoria Rao. Everybody should know Victoria Rao from Young and the Restless. She put me onto a few people. While I was overseas, I shot this movie called I Love Anna. It's a movie about this female who's anorexic, and I played her dad. That's nominated for 2 film festivals this year. Yeah, Flight. For all of those who want to see Flight, no matter where in the world you are, all you have to do is go on HBO Zone, the 16th of February, and it will be there for the next 2 years. HBO Zone, you can't miss Flight. You have to see it.
Yeah, definitely want to see it as well.
Yeah, you have to. Like, it's a must. I won't say anymore. And currently I'm working on a project with Damien Gayle. It's called Same Story. It will feature Conscience and myself. It's not a short film. It's not a music video. It's a short film. Yeah. I'm going back overseas shortly to do some other projects which I can't mention. As I leave this set, I'm going on a production, my personal project. I'm taking a stance against violence against women. Yes, so I'll be letting my voice be heard on that. I told a load of stuff. Some I can't say and some I don't remember right now because it's a lot. Yeah.
You mentioned Damien Gayle several times, and I think all those dancehall fans out there that really enjoy visuals, they are familiar with his works, which is really, I think, extraordinary and really, really amazing. How is working with him as a director?
Damien Gayle still like you have to understand him, but you can't understand him. That's the thing. Like, you'll be here talking to Damien Gayle right now, like conversation of flow, and once he turns and look at that computer screen and has the mouse in his hand, you'll be talking to him and I'm like, yeah, that man is so focused. Like, I learned a lot from him. Like, him level of focus is just completely different. Like, his phone will ring and he just put the phone aside. Yeah, he'll be on set shooting. Damien Gayle, like, he's completely zoned out. Like, he's just focused on whatever he's doing. So I'm still learning from him, and like, he's easy to work with once you give him what he asks for. And him always make sure say him give you the information way ahead of time. Like, really youth, he called me the Monday, we shot the Wednesday, and it was out by Monday. Siren, he called me up the Friday, we shot the Monday, and it was out by the following week.
Wow.
Yeah, like, when he's ready, he's ready. So if he tells you way ahead of time, just be ready, because he will just call you and say, yo, ready. And he's going to give you the date way ahead of time. He's very professional in communication, poor sometimes, because sometimes, like, I'll send this man a voice message and I just see the thing go blue and him no reply none at all. I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna get back a return call, but Damien Gayle are the boss, everybody else are employee.
So you mentioned him as a person that you learned from. Do you also watch other actors? Do you have a favorite actor? Some would say I gain a lot of from watching this person.
Yeah, my actors aren't popular actors. Well, they're known, like Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman, Dustin Hoffman, Kate Blanchett, those people, Christina, Chastain, those people inspire me. Those people are, to me, are like real method actors. Like when they go in, they go in. Like you can't tell the difference. Like, and then you would call them like wild cards, because when you say actors, their names won't be the first name that comes to mind. You're thinking like the most popular actors. Yeah. So those people are the people who I go for, who can really bring characters to life. And when, first of all, you can't watch a movie with me. I'm the type to be watching a movie and I'm like, hold on, she just said jump. Let me see his reaction to that. So like I'll be rewinding, like I go for reaction, and the reaction has to be natural and believable. That's what I go for. And I think that's why people gravitate towards my acting, because it's natural. It's not overdone, like it's not exaggeration. It's just real and believable. And that's what I aim for, no cliche.
So when the camera is off and the set is gone, are you gone home from the set? How long does it take until you're back in your own world and you are yourself again?
It takes me a while because I have this place, this secret place where I go when I'm through with a production, and I just bury that character, because if you're not careful, that character can take you over, especially because I aim to impress and impact. So if I impress and impact the public, they'll be saying go, 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 and railing for that character. So if I take that character onto myself, I'm losing myself, and I'm that person for life. So I have this secret place where I go. I usually take like a week off from the world when I'm through with a production, and just stay in that place and just bury that character. So when it's dead, and I just find back myself.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
It takes a good while though.
Yeah, it takes a while. And what some people don't understand is that acting is a mental thing. It's like you have to separate yourself from yourself in order to take on the characteristics of this new person. So it's a lot of mental time. It's a lot of personal time. Like if you're not careful, like your psychology get messed up. So acting for me, like I take it real serious. If you tell me 10 o'clock, me I call you 9 o'clock and say, you ready? And when I say I need some time, I need some time. So don't call me today and say you have this role for me, because I have to prepare. I have to get into this character's mind. Like, why is he comfortable dressing this way? Why does he walk this way? Why are his mannerism like this? Where is he coming from? Why is it that he talks to his mother like this, or his girlfriend? All of that I have to take into mind. So when I go on set, you don't see Zbek, you see the character that he's playing.
So I'm glad to hear though that the cruel host is dead and the other infamous killer is also dead, so I'm not gonna meet them in the streets and get shot as well. But I'm sure I'm gonna see you again in many roles, hopefully soon. Yeah. What is the very, very next project we can look forward to?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
Can't tell you. But Flight and Isle of Anna, they're doing well. Yeah, Isle of Anna was a student film, but it's doing real well, directed by Alisa Mullings. She is a Jamaican, but she lives overseas. Yeah, and she's doing really well with that project. I don't remember the name of the film festival, but it will be in LA and New York. Okay. Yeah, and Flight is gearing up to be in I think LA again for our next film festival. We're doing real well. All right. Yeah.
So we get to watch it on, as we said, HBO Zone. Look out for that. And of course, you can check out all the music videos that Zbek is in, and look forward to seeing his characters again. I do thank you that you, Zbek, made your way to us today and speak to us, and that we get the chance to meet you, the man behind the characters. It's such a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and you can follow me on Instagram at Zbek __. At Twitter is Zbekology. At Facebook it's Zbek Nelson. And you can email me at zbekology@gmail.com.
Me mad, me sick, me Reggaeville